What was it like standing and trying to present in front of the 5 of them?
Pretty horrendous, really. I mean, it's the most nerve-wracking thing I think I've ever done, because you just don't know, because it's all filmed as live. That's what happened on the day, and, you know, if you flunk your words or you mess up and they slate you, then that's the way it goes.
So why actually put yourself in that situation? How did you come to the decision?
Well, a bit of an adrenaline junkie anyway, but no, I thought that you've got to do something slightly different, especially with classical music and the classical market nowadays. Getting it to a younger generation is quite difficult, so something like this, national TV exposure, and exposure in areas you don't usually have as a classical musician.
Now, one of the points that we saw them making there was that they felt that, although you were trying to be a bit more edgy, they thought that the music you were playing seemed too traditional, just like a lot of the other
it's a shame.
music.
I mean, there isn't much written where you're getting, like, the top 20 today written into a classical kind of shell, you know, that stuff doesn't exist, but Deborah has said if you do come across someone or get someone to arrange that, then, you know, come back, so...
So are you going to take that advice on board?
I'm not going to go back, I don't think, but I'll take it. I'll take her advice and see if there is someone out there who will, you know, possibly do that for me. So.
It's quite unusual because often on the programme you see people turning up there and they've vastly overvalued what they've got. They're valuing their company. There was another one last night valuing it at £3 million.
Yeah.
And I think one of the points they made to you was that they thought that you're almost selling yourself too short, which is a great compliment, but you're only asking for a small amount of money for
it
quite
is.
a lot.
I mean, I thought at the time when I went up the stairs that I was asking, you know, too much in some ways, because it was classical music and because it was an album. And off the back of Hamfatter as well, who, you know, are struggling a little bit now. So I thought, well, if I offer it at such a low price to them, I mean, 60,000 to them is nothing really. For 20%, then maybe I'll generate a lot more interest, but it seems to have, you know, not worked.
You say 60,000, it is a drop in the ocean to them. It's a huge amount to the likes of me, James, yourself.
No.
So where do you go from here, not actually getting the funding?
Well, it's difficult because, you know, these people in record companies and stuff, they've got this budget to market people. I mean, they can easily blow 100,000 on marketing in 1 month. And it's going to be slightly more difficult now without that. But hopefully a record company will pick this up over the coming days.
Fingers crossed. And what's the reaction been since last night's show as well?
Great. I mean, there's plenty of emails coming through, a lot of phone calls as well. So it has generated very good publicity.
Just to bring it back to Manchester, what's your musical background?
Well, Chetham's across the road, actually. I started there at the age of 9 and was there for 9 years. So, yeah, specialist music education, then went over to America, where I did 2 years, and that's when I had my Carnegie Hall debut as well. So.
Well, great credit, Carnegie Hall, isn't it? Yeah. Well, good luck. I hope that, you know, £60,000 magics itself into your bank account. Well, if you do get it and you make an album, you must come back on the show.
I definitely will.
And we'll have you playing for us next time as
definitely.
Well.
All right, thank you very much, Sam.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.